Welcome back to Spade Card Magic. Today I'm going to show you another really cool sandwich card trick. So without further ado, let's get started. Alright, so this sandwich card trick, it's a little bit more advanced, and you might remember my first video, which was the sandwich card trick, and that one was a little bit more beginner friendly. So let's get on with the performance. Alright, so right here I have two helper cards, and I'm just going to place them in my pocket for now. And the spectator can pick any card. Let's say they pick this one right here, and just memorize that card while I'll lose it into the deck, just like so. And I'll just shuffle it again, just like that. And now let's go back to the helper cards. So let's start with just one first, and it's a completely normal card. And for this one, we can just cut it into the deck, just like that. And now it's probably somewhere lost into the deck. And now the second one, I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm just going to vanish it into the deck, just like so. And now your card, your helper card, is gone. So now what I can do is I can just wave my hand over, and now your card shall be found by the two helper cards, just like so. There's one card in between the two helper cards, and that card is your 8 of hearts. Alright, so this is really similar to the first sandwich card trick, but it is a little bit more advanced. And for this, I also recommend having two helper cards. For this, I'm using the two jacks, and start with them in your pocket. Or you could have the spectator hold on to them, whichever that you want to do. Then once you have them select a card, what I did in the performance was I put your card on top while I had you memorize it, and then I did what looked like an overhand shuffle, but from this view, I really pulled your card like that. I held it while I pulled some packet from the middle. And from this angle, it looks like I'm just pulling the back part of the deck and just giving it a little overhand shuffle and throwing it on top. But what I'm doing here is just, remember how this is your card, I'm just completely keeping your card on top while I'll peel some cards off on the front. So this is a really great false shuffle because you just want to contain the card there and peel it with your 3 fingers. It kind of looks like a real overhand shuffle because from this angle you can take some from the middle and just completely hold it like that. It's very similar to the slip shift force, but it's the opposite. It's a false shuffle. And then you do it like that. You just want to grip it, but not too hard. You don't want to flash from the sides. And you can tilt your body for the best view, and then just shuffle it like so. And once you have it shuffled into the deck, their card's really on top, take your two helper cards, and you can start with one, which I'll start with this one. And now when you cut it into the deck, what you really want to do is obtain a pinky break from here, just like so, under that one card. And now that pinky break should be there to make it easier to convert into a thumb break. So then you can grab a packet off the bottom, put it onto the top, and that pinky break allows you to store that card at the bottom after you put the other part at the top. So now their helper card is at the bottom of the deck, and the selection, it should still be at the top. And now with the other helper card, all you're doing is the Erdnase vanish. So I have a tutorial on that, and you can check that out in the description. But right now, I'm not going to go over it too in depth. You just want to kind of push the card forward, and with this, pull it with your palm and push that forward. And now with this, just pull it with your fingers as you go back. And it looks like that also vanished. But here's the position that the helper cards are really in. You have one down here, and you have one in the second position. And now in the performance, you might have seen the flash, but I was trying to get a pinky break to do a classic pass, to cut these together so they would be sandwiching the spectator's selection. But you don't have to do a classic pass. you can just do a regular cut when the spectator isn't looking or something, but since the camera's looking directly at my hands, it's a bit hard to misdirect. So what I did, if you want to do the classic pass, you can just grab up here, it doesn't really matter as long as it's somewhere in the middle. Just pull up the deck, get a pinky break, and just complete the classic pass. And now that will cut the two cards together, because you're not actually worrying about where you do the classic pass at. It's just cutting the two helper cards together so it sandwiches your card. So like that, and now it will look like you sandwich their selection. Don't forget to subscribe, because only 5% of you guys are, and see you next time with Spade Card Magic.